A suspect in one of Sunday's shootings faces new charges tonight: assault first degree and murder.
A mess on a busy Lexington road tonight, how it ended up being flooded. A tractor raffle tonight in Lexington was more than just giving away a prize, how organizers hope this tractor will help Kentucky students learn about agriculture.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. A string of shootings this week has left people in some Lexington neighborhoods worried about their safety. But tonight, Lexington police have charged a man for one of them. This afternoon, police charged 21-year-old Jermaine Anderson with murder and assault. He was already in custody. He's accused of shooting two people on Whitney Avenue Sunday night. Monique Blair is tracking the investigation tonight. It's our top story at 11.
Oh, God. And put us down here for a purpose. And it wasn't to kill each other.
Becky Spillman shares a son with Ronnie Graves. Graves was shot and killed Sunday on Charles Avenue. A few hours before Graves was shot and just one street over, police were called to Whitney Avenue after two other people were shot. One of those victims, Freddie Spillman, was seriously hurt. The other, Montez Graves, died.
It's senseless killing, just breaking up families. It's just crazy.
After the shooting on Sunday here on Whitney Avenue, police arrested Jermaine Anderson after he was spotted fleeing from the area. He was originally charged with tampering with evidence, fleeing, and trafficking in cocaine. But on Wednesday evening, two more charges were added to Anderson's case: assault first degree and murder. And now, after 9 people were shot in 3 days, one local woman says enough is enough.
If somebody's starting something with you, don't walk away. Try something better than instead of killing people all the time.
Ida Warford started a Facebook group on Tuesday called Stop the Violence Lex. She says it's time to bring awareness to the problem before it's too late for another family.
I have kids myself, and I don't know what I would do if I would get a phone call and said that my kid's been shot. I don't know what I would do and how I'd be able to deal with it.
In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
We did speak with Freddie Graves' wife tonight, and she tells us he is awake and talking. No other arrests have been made in the shootings on Whitney or Charles Avenues. New tonight, a Fayette County jury has convicted a man of sexually abusing a co-worker at a strip club. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report Clyde Sexton was found guilty of third-degree sexual abuse, but he was found not guilty of evidence tampering. The jury recommended a 90-day jail sentence and a $250 fine. Lexington police say Sexton abused Melissa Klein Smiley after she passed out in the club 2 years ago. Smiley died days later of a drug overdose. Tonight, we have new information about a crash that killed a woman in Montgomery County. Earlier tonight, the coroner identified her as 73-year-old Mary Honeycutt of Jeffersonville. The crash happened about 10 this morning at the intersection of Indian Mound Drive and Spencer Road. Investigators say Honeycutt ran a stop sign and a car T-boned her car. Investigators say the two people in the other car were not seriously injured. New tonight, a crash left a busy Lexington road flooded. Police say around 8 tonight, 2 cars collided on Clays Mill Road near Pasadena. They say one of the cars then hit a water main, causing water to gush out onto Clays Mill Road. No one was injured, and crews were able to turn off the water main so they could make repairs. Clays Mill Road had to be closed for a short time, but it has since reopened. A fire department in Pulaski County has lost one of its fire trucks because of a crash. It happened around 4:30 this afternoon on the Cumberland Parkway. Pulaski County Public Safety Director Tiger Robinson tells us the truck was on the scene of a vehicle fire when another car on the parkway didn't stop and hit the fire truck. Investigators say the driver of the car went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No firefighters were injured, but investigators say the fire truck is a total loss. We're tracking a crime alert in Richmond tonight. Police say thieves are stealing from people while they exercise. Police say the thieves broke into many cars parked outside gyms around Richmond yesterday. The thieves stole anything valuable they could find. Investigators say cars parked outside Excel Gymnastics, Richmond Athletic Club, and Get Fit were broken into. Employees at other gyms in Richmond say they're warning their customers.
They will break your window to get your purse out of the front seat, and they'll break your window to get your valuables out of it, to pop your trunk and get your valuables out of there.
Police have not said exactly how many vehicles were broken into, but they say witnesses gave them descriptions of the suspects. New tonight, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office has released these surveillance pictures of a burglary at a store. Investigators say the man you see here broke into Mac's filling station on US 25 early Sunday morning. They say he stole cartons of cigarettes, other tobacco products, and a roll of lottery tickets. They say he caused significant damage to the building and a walk-in cooler. So far, police have not made any arrests. Well, it is definitely felt like summer out there today, and tomorrow could be even hotter. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at the forecast. I'm not sure I want to know it, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like our first 90-degree reading of the summer is likely to come as we go into our Thursday, and it's going to come with an increase in humidity as well. Many areas coming up shy of 90 degrees out there today. Late evening thermometers have dropped into the upper 60s in the valleys. Most areas, though, still low and mid 70s throughout most of central and eastern Kentucky. 73 Richmond, Lexington coming in at 74 degrees, 73 for the folks down into London as well. Let's walk you through the overnight and into tomorrow and show you how the temperatures look. We hit the fast forward button tomorrow morning, mid to upper 60s to start things out by noontime already. 80 to 85 degrees in most areas, and by tomorrow afternoon, a lot of thermometers will be closing in on the 90-degree mark. Just like today, southeastern Kentucky may be just a smidge cooler than your neighbors to the west and north. Out the door tomorrow morning, watch out for a little touch of some fog, and it's already on the mild side / warm at 70, 84 by your lunchtime hour tomorrow afternoon. Smallest threat for a popcorn shower thunderstorm, temperature around 90 degrees. Nothing on Live First Alert Defender as of now, but when I come back in a little bit, Amber, we're going to focus on the forecast that shows the heat bringing some thunderstorms into the hour-by-hour forecast. I've got a brand new outlook to show you that includes part of the weekend just ahead.
All right, we want to see that, Chris. Thank you. New tonight, we have learned a change in leadership is coming to Lexington High School. Fayette County school leaders say Bryan Station Principal Mike Henderson announced his retirement last week. A search is underway for his replacement. This comes not long after a WKYT investigation found Bryan Station had more assaults reported last year than all other Lexington high schools combined. And a state education review claimed there was a lack of district support for Bryan Station. The state designates the school as persistently low achieving. Tonight, a Lexington restaurant owner is saying thank you to the community a year after a horrible accident. Last June, Mamadou Savne was badly burned when a vat of sauce spilled all over him in his restaurant. Since then, he and the restaurant, Sav's Grill, have received an outpouring of support from the community. Sav is now back at work, and he says he's grateful for all the help.
You know, it's really neat. It's neat. I'm speechless right now, honestly.
Sav says his recovery is nearly complete. He says the accident gave him a new perspective on life. He's now grateful for every day that he can spend at his restaurant. Well, they want to pay it forward. Organizers of a fundraiser tonight in Lexington want to make sure agriculture education stays in Kentucky schools. They say recent budget cuts have threatened it. New at 11, Garrett Weimer shows us how they hope a tractor goes a long way in helping students.
Keeping ag education in Fleming County has been a battle, but students there say it's well worth the fight.
When you're from a community like we are, Fleming County is not just based around agriculture. Fleming County is agriculture.
The state FFA convention in Lexington raffled off a tractor to be donated to an ag organization. The fundraiser raised more than $50,000. A lot of that money paid for an ag teacher position at Fleming County High School, paying for something they say they couldn't afford to lose.
You lose a sense of your community, first of all. You lose, I think, a sense of handing down that work ethic and that sense of heritage and hard work.
Hinton says he hopes whichever ag group is given the tractor will also try to auction it or raffle it to continue the cycle to raise money and pay forward ag education and advocacy.
We're giving those students a quality education that's not just going to help them while they're in high school, but it's going to prepare them for college or even thereafter.
It gives me hope to see older people who are still willing to pour their heart and soul into us and help develop a better future for not only us, but future generations as well.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Larry Foxworthy of Fleming County was selected as the winner of the tractor. He'll get to choose which ag education or advocacy group to donate that tractor to. As the search for two escaped New York killers enters a 6th day, police are now focusing their efforts in another state. The update in 9 minutes. And then leaders of a historic Lexington racetrack call it a win for racing fans. An update on renovations at the Red Mile. The search for two convicted murderers who escaped from a New York prison has expanded tonight. Police are now looking for those men in neighboring Vermont. Hannah Daniels has the latest on the search and a possible accomplice.
Heavily armed law enforcement teams are now searching in 2 states for convicted killers Richard Matt and David Sweat.
There's some indication that one of their destinations, the destination they might have indicated, was the state of Vermont.
A prison employee, 51-year-old Joyce Mitchell, allegedly told investigators she was supposed to pick up the inmates after their daring escape, but had a panic attack and went to a hospital instead. After she was released, she told police of her involvement, but has not been named a suspect.
Obviously, she was befriended, or she befriended the inmates and may have had some sort of role.
Local officials are warning residents throughout the region to lock their doors and report anything suspicious.
They are dangerous men. They are killers. They are murderers. There's no reason to believe they wouldn't do it again. They're going to be more desperate than ever.
But Dannemora resident Kate Franklin says she's not worried.
They'll eventually catch them. This won't have a happy ending for the bad guys.
And a $100,000 reward has plenty of Franklin's neighbors helping police search. Hannah Daniels, CBS News, Dannemora, New York.
New York State Police are also using more than 50 digital billboards in the Northeast to show pictures and information about the two escaped inmates. The Red Mile racetrack in Lexington is looking a lot different these days. The track is in the middle of a $30 million renovation, which includes updated grandstands. Keeneland is moving its year-round simulcast wagering operations to the Red Mile next month, and the Red Mile will also offer a facility for instant racing. Track leaders say the changes will be fun for horse racing fans.
We're very, very proud to have an opportunity to invite them to see historical wagering and see live racing, and to have a venue that we believe will be the equivalent of the other sports venues in the community.
The track's parking lots are also being renovated. Everything is expected to be finished later this year. A large mural that paid tribute to Lexington's horse racing heritage has been accidentally wiped away. The mural used to be on the side of a warehouse on North Limestone. It had been there for 2 years, but a very strong power wash took it away. The leader of the group Prohibition, which helped commission the work, says he's disappointed the mural was destroyed. The artist is from Portugal. The owners of the building say he's expressed interest in returning to Lexington for a new mural.